don't like Jack Doherty. I'm just going to say it straight off the bat. But I've got to wonder, and many people have got to wonder, how on earth has this happened? So, in case you haven't heard recently, Jack Doherty has just been robbed. Allegedly, it was at gunpoint for a necklace and a piece of jewelry that he had that was valued at around $300,000 US. Now, the piece that was allegedly taken from him was this piece right here. So the one that he's got around his neck with the OF. Now, obviously, we all know what this is for, right? So Jack Doherty basically has a load of OF girls under his wing, right? Right here. And what he does is he basically gives them a platform, gives them an opportunity, gives them a good start, and then they kind of, you know, split their revenue 50-50 with Jack Doherty as repayment, right? And this was apparently the person that, you know, robbed him, and this again was these were the pieces that have been stolen. So everything's kind of been nicked, essentially. And you've got to wonder how on earth this has actually happened. Bear in mind, Jack Doherty has always got his security with him. One of them, right, is a 6'9" dude. A guy that is 6'9" had one job, and he seems to have failed at it. I have no sympathy for Jack Doherty because, you know, he's starting to get his karma, and it comes around for everyone eventually. Jack's just serving his time, okay? But according to reports, on April 27th of 2025, so the streamer Jack Doherty was reportedly robbed of $300,000 worth of jewelry while on the Rodeo Drive in LA, accompanied by his 6'9" bodyguard, and friends. According to reports, 4 men approached Doherty, and during the altercation, his chains were snatched, though he managed to retain a bracelet and a watch. Video footage has surfaced online showing Doherty surrounded by police officers where he described to be fighting back against the robbers to keep his watch, noting the chains were taken instantly as he was pinned against a wall. The incident has sparked significant discussion on platforms like X, with some posts suggesting that it has occurred shortly after Doherty was involved in physical altercation with a member of the Island Boys, though these claims remain unverified. This robbery follows Doherty's history of controversies, including McLaren crash in October of 2024 due to distracted driving, which led him to a ban on streaming on the platform of Kick. No official police statement has confirmed the arrest or has been reported as of the latest available information. Now, it's interesting the reports that have come out. Unverified claims that apparently he was in some kind of altercation with one of the Island Boys. Now, I can't remember which one it is. One of them's currently in prison, or in jail at least. And the other one, they were friends, or still are friends. Apparently, it's unverified right now. But apparently, this has come after some kind of altercation, which, you know, obviously adds an air of suspicion about, you know, him getting robbed shortly after this altercation taking place. Many people are speculating that this is just Jack looking for a bit of attention. Whether that's the case, I don't know. It's not out of the realms of possibility for this kind of thing to happen. But then again, obviously him getting robbed and then the police getting involved is way too far. But this is what Jack had to say over on his social media, which kind of adds to the theory that this may be faked or potentially staged, right? So this is what he had to say on his private social media accounts.
Guys, I just got robbed on Rodeo Drive for $300,000 worth of my diamond chains. Pretty cooked. So funny, yeah. But I'm live on party, so.
I mean, does that look like someone to you that has just been robbed of $300,000? If that were me, I wouldn't be going, oh, I'm live on party, by the way. Yeah, pretty cooked. Pretty funny. Nah, not seriously. Nah, just joking. Like, I don't know. It's a bit sus. It doesn't come across as the kind of person that would, you know, has just been robbed of 300 grand at gunpoint. Maybe, you know, that let's be fair. Maybe there's a possibility that Jack Doherty's going through some kind of, you know, like trauma phase where, like, you know, his upper height, his adrenaline's going, he's like buzzing off of that, which can happen, but I don't know. This is some footage as well. So obviously, bodyguard, huge guy, right? He was with Jack Doherty at the time that he got robbed.
I don't know, they pulled up, I heard the tires screeching, I was standing right here. I heard the tires screeching, I look to my left and I see everybody hop out. And I tried to beat them to you. And I just remember tackling one guy, and the guy you were talking about, I had him with my left hand. Then I seen the gun, and I had to hold up. I had to draw back.
Damn, bro.
I don't know, they pulled.
Again, the only thing Jack Doherty's got to say in this incident is, damn, bruh. Again, maybe there's a possibility he's a little bit traumatized off the back of this. It's possible, right? But at the same time, does it look like the kind of guy that's just been held at gunpoint and has been robbed? You know, he's fiddling around with his hair. Blatantly, there's a little bit of anxiety going on. That's usually a bit of an anxious response if, you know, people are fiddling with stuff, you know. But here's some footage of Jack with the police.
That's like, he's probably under the bridge right now. 300K, that's grand theft.
Dude, that didn't stop me. I didn't even know they were there. I was like fighting with the guys, like trying to get them the fuck off me so I could keep my watch and shit. But like literally the chains were gone instantly. Like I was like, fuck.
So
like,
when you yeah, tell us what happened. So when you went to the
I'm
ground,
like pinned up against the wall, me and him right here, and like I get pinned up against the wall like this, and I see my chains right there in this guy's hand, and I'm being pushed like this. Some other guy's going at my watch, and I'm like trying to fucking fight him off, and then
so 4 dudes, they pushed you against the wall like instantly, and just one took your chain.
somehow like
one's holding you.
like we were all here, like 5 of us were right here, or 6 of us were right here, me, Dave, Christy, and the 4 guys, and then next thing I know, Dave and 2 of the guys are there. And then one of the guys chasing me around the fucking street trying to get my watch off me still.
You went fully across the street?
And then the other guy's like, nah, we got the chains. And then the other guy stopped chasing me. Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty's cooked, all right?
Did you run all the way across the street?
I ran there, then I was like, fuck, if I go there, it's just me and him. So I was like, I have to come back.
And then what his boys said, oh, we got the chains, and then he turned around and
yelled, and they hopped in the car.
Yeah, straps out is being fucking insane.
It's one thing to flash that shit put away, but fucking... I know, it's literally one thing, just like drive around another. You're literally good. I wonder if they had a fake plate.
So at the time of recording, there is no actual footage of this, which is weird because obviously, you know, Jack's literally live 24/7. But, you know, so we've only got his account of events that's gone on, right? And like I say, it's really, really like sus that he's got 300 grand's worth of jewelry on, maybe even more if you include his watches or whatever else that these guys apparently went for. 1 bodyguard, downtown LA. All right, like I'm not from America, but even I know that you don't go downtown LA with literally like 1 bodyguard and that much jewelry. Like, I don't know. And then you've got the reports as well of apparently there being an altercation with the Island Boys, unverified at the time of recording, like I say. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Way down there, jump, get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.